Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today we're pulling back the curtain on something you probably have right in your hand, or maybe your pocket, your smartphone. But we're going beyond just the shiny device itself. We're looking into the absolutely colossal, intricate world behind how it's actually made. Our mission today, drawing from our source on Samsung's global phone manufacturing empire, is really to walk you through the mind-boggling scale and the precision involved in bringing these bits of tech to life. Get ready for some real aha moments, because we're about to show you how a global leader like Samsung builds millions and millions of phones pretty much around the clock.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, I think, is we're looking beyond just, Samsung, the company. We're diving into an entire manufacturing ecosystem. It's kind of a shortcut to understanding not just what they make, but how they manage to stay right at the forefront. I mean, it's such a competitive industry.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. So Samsung, global leader, we get that. But where does this manufacturing magic actually happen? I mean, we're talking more than just a few big factories here, aren't we?
Oh, definitely more. The source uses a really interesting term. It calls these sites not just giant factories, but integrated cities.
Integrated cities? What?
Yeah, actually. Imagine thousands of employees, really advanced production machinery, all operating 24/7, nonstop, just to meet this huge global demand.
Right, so like a small city dedicated purely to phone making.
Pretty much, yeah. And these hubs, these nerve centers, they're spread across several key countries.
Okay, where are we talking?
Well, South Korea, obviously, their home base. But also Vietnam, India, and China. Each one plays a really critical role in this huge network. It's what lets them produce phones on just this unprecedented scale.
A truly global footprint, then. So let's zoom in. What does it actually look like on the ground? How do you get from, a pile of components, tiny chips and glass, to the phone I'm holding? It must be incredibly precise, right?
Oh, precise is almost an understatement. The production line runs with just an incredible degree of precision. It all starts with manufacturing and assembling the core components. First up, you've got the processors, the electronic chips, the brains, essentially. These are made in really advanced, high-tech units. We're talking clean rooms and incredibly sophisticated processes.
Okay, the really tiny, complex stuff first.
Exactly. And then you have things like the Super AMOLED screens, which are kind of a Samsung signature, right? Those aren't actually made on the main assembly line. They come from separate specialized facilities.
Ah, interesting. So they make their own screens elsewhere and bring them in.
That's right. It gives them huge control over quality and innovation. And crucially, things like cameras and batteries. They go through really meticulous testing before they even get near the main assembly. Testing for efficiency, and critically for safety.
Right. You absolutely want the battery checked thoroughly beforehand. Makes sense. So, okay, these specialized parts are ready, tested. Then what? Does it all come together on one big line?
That's when it really kicks into high gear, yeah. It moves into the automated assembly phase. Imagine the phone's skeleton traveling along this long production belt, passing through hundreds of different stations. It's really a symphony of automation.
A symphony, I like that.
Yeah, it starts with installing the motherboard, the main circuit board. Then the screen is carefully put in place. And finally, the external structure, the casing, brings it all together.
Okay, and here's where it gets really interesting for me. This isn't just people screwing things together, is it? The source mentions a lot of tech, robotics. What kind of tasks are these machines handling?
You're right, it's heavily automated. These factories rely significantly on robots and intelligent systems.
Yeah.
You've got robotic arms doing tasks that need incredible precision, things like soldering tiny electronic circuits onto the board.
Things humans would struggle to do consistently at that speed and scale.
Exactly. Or conducting performance tests, running diagnostics, even fine-tuning the camera components, making sure every lens is perfectly aligned.
Wow. So the robots are doing the super delicate work.
A lot of it, yes. And this automation, it's not just for show, obviously. It drastically reduces human error. And crucially, it massively boosts production speed. That's how you get the scale needed for millions of phones.
Right, speed and consistency. Okay, so the phone's assembled, largely by robots, but it's not ready for my pocket yet, is it? Quality control must be intense. What kind of tests do they put these through?
Oh, absolutely. Gauntlet is a good word for it. Every single phone goes through a whole series of strict quality tests before it gets anywhere near a box.
Like what? What are they testing for?
All sorts. Resistance to extreme heat and humidity, for example.
Yeah.
Simulating harsh environments.
Okay, so it won't melt in the sun or fritz out in the rain, hopefully.
Right. Then there are durability tests. Shocks, drops, basically simulating us accidentally dropping our phones.
The dreaded drop test.
Exactly. They put them through the ringer.
Yeah.
And of course, thorough battery safety checks are absolutely paramount.
Yes, very important.
And finally, performance checks, network connectivity tests, making sure everything works flawlessly right out of the box. It makes you think, doesn't it? Have you ever considered just how many hurdles your phone jumped over before you even opened it?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
You just take it for granted. But hearing this,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So bringing it all together, these huge integrated cities, the robots, the nonstop work, the testing, what does this mean for output? We're talking massive numbers of phones, right?
Absolutely massive. Thanks to this whole system, Samsung makes millions upon millions of phones every single year. They have to meet global demand.
Millions. Okay, can we put that in perspective somehow?
Well, get this. The source highlights the Samsung factory in Vietnam, that one factory complex. It produces over 50% of Samsung's entire global smartphone output.
Wait, over half from one country.
Over half from that one base in Vietnam. It makes it the largest single smartphone production base in the whole world.
That's staggering. It really shows the strategic importance of these locations.
Exactly. It underscores how vital each part of this global network is, especially places like Vietnam that handle such huge volume.
What a journey we've taken.
Yeah.
From, tiny little chips and screens made in specialized units, all the way to millions of fully assembled phones that have survived this gauntlet of tests. Samsung's manufacturing empire.
Yeah.
It really is a marvel of, innovation and just sheer scale.
It absolutely is. And this deep dive, I think it shows how integrating that advanced tech, that relentless precision and just raw speed lets companies like Samsung not just compete, but actually lead. It's manufacturing strategy underpinning global market leadership, especially when you think about competitors like Apple or Huawei. It's a powerful combination.
It really is. So the next time you pick up your smartphone, maybe take a second. Think about the incredible journey it went on, the integrated city where it might have been born, all those robotic arms, those tests. Think about the hidden story inside your phone. And maybe wonder, what's the next manufacturing leap going to look like? How will that change things all over again?